It's been a long time, my friends.
It's been a long time.
And there is so much chaos brewing. All right, we are on the brink with Animal Crossing updates, and we have a lot to discuss today, okay? The game is freaking out. Weird stuff is happening. We're waiting on one magical day, and the game just got an update, but it seems like this thing is fading. It's the longest it's ever been on this channel between ACNH videos, and that's saying something, because this game has been out since March 20th, 2020, and this is the biggest gap. So what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on, my friends? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you guys and girls are all doing amazing. I love you a lot, and I miss you. This community is still absolutely chef's kiss. I love you guys, Southern Hemisphere players, Northern Hemisphere players, wherever you are, whoever you may be. We need to keep this train going. We still got some cocoa, okay? We still got some choo-choo, and we are going to try to make it kick for as long as we can, but the game is working against us. Check out these trends, okay? And make sure to smash that like button, and let me know in the comments down below what your level of enthusiasm is right now. Like, what's your hype level? What's your excitement level? What's your positivity level for Animal Crossing on a scale of 1 to 10? I used to be a 10, maybe even 11 based on me. You know my personality. But I feel like right now, I'm down to like a 4, which is really low, and the Google Trends show this. This is searches for Animal Crossing New Horizons in the last 12 months. It peaked last summer. The game was just riding high. Pascal arrived, and so did Luna, and it was lovely, and we've seen a steady decline with some rises like a roller coaster, but now we are at the lowest depths we've ever been, with a slight upturn at the very end of the chart, like a dog hoping for a treat. And I sure hope we get a treat, but this game is freaking out right now, okay? This game is in dire straits. I see people talking all the time like, what is going on, okay? What is happening? We've designed our islands. We've waited patiently. It has been over 6 weeks since we last heard from Nintendo, which is approaching the longest gap we've ever had between Animal Crossing updates. So we are either due or it is done. Now, I want to fill you in on a few things that are happening. A lot of you have asked me, like, hey, when is this happening? When can we expect an update? When is it going to get good? Okay, we are approaching the end of our, longest gap. Like I said, 6 to 7 weeks is as far as they've ever stretched it with ACNH updates. And we know that the fateful day for Nintendo is June 15th. That is just 2 Tuesdays from now, about a week and change. At noon Eastern is when they will have their Direct, and Nintendo is going on the last day. So rather than starting E3 off, which it normally happens, because E3 this year starts on June 12th, which is a weekend, Nintendo is opting to go for the final day, Tuesday, with their Direct, which is a 40-minute presentation where they could show off Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC, and then with their Treehouse, where they also could show off Animal Crossing New Horizons update or DLC. So that is what you want to circle. That is the date where I think it can't go down. And the game seems to be knowing that something is up, because it's reacting in the weirdest ways it ever has. Have you guys seen this? The game is just freaking out. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with glitches, right? Where you can pop into the water if you stand on a jigsaw puzzle, okay? Or you can, reach the 4th level, or you can duplicate an item. But I have never seen the game make this kind of mistake, and I almost feel like the game is rebelling against its creators. Check this out. Gulliver is just dropping in the middle of islands. He's on staircases, okay? Look, he's in the forest. He's by houses. What in the world is happening? Gulliver is supposed to be a summery, fun friend, and yet he is now seeing his sad end. He's spooking up in the middle of nowhere where he isn't supposed to be. And we recently had an update in the game. It was 1.10a. Some of you may not know this, but yeah, when Wedding Season activated, this game got a minor update. That's the A version. Sometimes we get A versions and B versions of the updates, and that helps push us along to the next version. Now, there is good and bad to this, right? The bad is, oh my gosh, not really much changed, unless you're a fan of nuptial bells and flower petals. Or you really love Harv and you've missed him, which in that case, I question your sanity, because Harv, he's a bit of a creature. Now, the good news is Nintendo is still pushing forward with plans, right? And it feels like it is building to something. I don't think Nintendo is dumb, okay? I don't think Nintendo is foolish. I think they see and they know exactly what's happening. And when you see this going on for your game that has been the biggest surprise, the biggest success, and really the star of the Switch show for the last 15 months, you don't just say, let it die. But it feels like that. I tweeted out yesterday, who remembers Animal Crossing New Horizons? And I got a lot of very clever responses. You guys are funny. Oh my, it's like a sweet memory. Why you gotta hurt me like this? Ooh, that kind of rings a bell. Not quite sure though. And some of you, you guys are the devout faithful, still playing it, Ashley says. Some of you guys have never given up. And look, I haven't given up either, because I believe firmly that we will get something. Now, earlier on, I said that I think it could happen at any time during the E3 week, right? I thought we might get a tweet. I thought we might get a post. I thought we might see Isabelle just rear her head on Twitter and say, hey, I'm done with my crossword, and we're ready for 2.0, or we're ready for amiibo cards. Now I am a little less sure of that, and I wanted to give you my updated thought, which is that I now believe that if Animal Crossing is to get any sort of update, if this chaos is to be resolved, it will be on that Tuesday. It will be on the day of Nintendo's E3, which again is going to be noon Eastern on June 15th. And that will start a 40-minute direct followed by 3 hours of Treehouse. So basically from noon to 4, that is when we cross our fingers. And guys and girls, you better pull out your best Animal Crossing rain dance, whatever you got to do, okay? I don't know. You activate Celeste and some shooting stars in the game. You hold your Build-A-Bear plushies. You put on your socks. You freaking do your hair like Isabelle. I don't know what you got to do, but that is when we all have to sit tight and just keep our fingers crossed and just pray that this game is not gone. And I don't think it is, so I want you to have hope. There have been no new rumors. There have been no new datamines, and some people might take that as a huge negative, as a real deterrent, as a scary factor, especially since we get so many leaks and so many rumors from so many other franchises, even from Nintendo. But I want you to know that Animal Crossing New Horizons has never been much of a rumor game. It has been a datamine game, and there wouldn't be a new datamine, not because nothing's happening, not because Nintendo isn't planning, but because the datamines occur when an update happens. It runs over like Cranston and says, Zach, there's a new update, we gotta check it out. And the 1.10a update, it's really just flipping the switch to activate wedding season. It's not totally changing things or adding to the code. So there won't be a new datamine until there is a new update. So we are basically in complete, absolute ACNH purgatory. This is what it feels like to be stuck in the middle, okay? This is what it feels like to be absolutely squeeze, cookie, and the gooey, ooey, yummy, fluffing. We're that right now, and we're hopeful, and we're happy, but we might get completely eviscerated by those cookies if they don't deliver soon. It seems implausible to me that Nintendo would decide they were going to do nothing for a game that has proven to be such a hit and such a wonder for so many fans and players. And so even though Gulliver is freaking out, okay, even though people are still trying to hold on and play wedding season and redesign their island and go for 100% and do all these different things, it is clear that this game is at a defining moment. If we pass June 15th with no word, with nothing, not only will that be a nail in the coffin for E3, but that will then be the longest gap ever between Animal Crossing updates. And it begins to get worrisome, it begins to get weird. 8, 9, 10 weeks, the summer sits before us and we know nothing. The events in the game do go to August, so it would not be a complete death knell. It would not be like the end of the road. There would still be a sliver of hope. But I say if we get to E3 and there's no sign of an update, not during, not before, not slightly after, we might have cashed our last ticket, our last fun ride. There's so much that we hope for. There's so much that could be done. There's so many moments and characters and mechanics that could be added, and I have to believe they're coming, so I hold out hope, and I ask you to do the same. We will be covering E3 in full capacity. There will be live streams on the channel. There will be videos, and of course, if anything does go down with AC, you can bet your butt I will be the first to let you know. I'll be on it. I'm ready and watching 24/7. Hopefully you found some fun in my other videos, my Good Morning Mario, my news updates, some of my indie games. I try to get this stuff to you as fast as I can. I'm up constantly watching and paying attention, refreshing, so I can bring you the excitement, because you know, if they do something, all of this doom and gloom is about to turn to exuberant, exciting glam, and I'm ready to share that moment with you. We're going to go crazy, and we are going to be so thankful. I just hope it happens. So that's the chaos that's currently going down. People are kind of giving up, it seems. Gulliver even has given up. He's just landed wherever the heck he wants. He doesn't even respect the beaches. The game updated, but Not much was added, and E3 is close. So fingers crossed once again, my friends. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Let me know your take in the comments down below. What's your enthusiasm level, your excitement level? How worried are you? I love you. I appreciate you. Hopefully we have more than a week gap between videos. It's been sad to not see your faces in the comments and on Discord. I miss you guys. I love you guys. And until next time, SwitchForce out.